Hey you guys, what is up? Welcome back to my channel. Today is going to be a super chill video. I want to just catch up with you guys and answer some questions I've been getting lately and questions you guys asked me. I posted on my story for you guys to just like ask any questions you had, because I feel like I've been getting a lot of DMs with like random, just like all over the place questions, and I just wanted to take the time to sit down, talk about things with you guys, give you a life update. And I also wanted to make this video a little get ready with me, just because I feel like I've been getting a ton of questions about my makeup lately and skincare and all that kind of stuff. So I figured we just chill, get ready together. If you're about to get ready, put this video on, girl, and let's get ready together. Let's talk about life and just chat. Let's catch up. So I have already started by moisturizing my face. If you know, you know. I use the First Aid Beauty Moisturizer. Love it. I also use the U Serum by Skin Farm, and that's normally just like my go-to skincare in the morning, and I'll switch off and on. Like every other day I use the Skin Farm vitamin C serum as well, just for like brightening and overall evenness of my skin tone. And then before I do my makeup, I always use this. This is the Glow Recipe Watermelon Glow Drops, and holy crap, you guys, it makes the biggest difference in the glowiness of my makeup. So I'll normally just squirt like, gosh, I can't even really see what I'm doing. If I'm looking down here at all throughout this video, I have a mirror, obviously. So yeah, I just put like a bunch of little tiny dots, because a little goes a long way with this stuff, and I just rub it into my skin, and it just helps you glow. Like, I don't know another way to even explain it other than it just gives such a nice glow to the skin. So also I'm going to be drinking my coffee throughout this video because I need the energy. But yeah, so I prep with that, and then normally I would just take my Aquaphor and prep my lips. Okay, so now that we are all prepped skin wise, we can go ahead and kind of start getting ready, full face of makeup. So I'm gonna go ahead and pull up the questions that you guys asked, just so we can be talking through these as we go. So yeah, you guys asked a good amount of questions. I'm gonna try and get through all of them in this video. I literally haven't even looked at these yet, so we're just gonna go through it. Hopefully I can remember to mention every product I'm using, but I'll probably get carried away talking. So I'll leave everything I'm using in my face link down below so you guys can look at it, check it out if you want to get it. But this is just the Rare Beauty concealer. I've been using it all summer. I love it. And I literally just kind of dot it like that. Okay, first question is, how is South Carolina? So South Carolina is great. If you don't know, if you're new to my channel, I was living in North Carolina in Charlotte, and we were there for about 2 years right after we got married. But I actually grew up in South Carolina, in the Midlands, like Columbia, South Carolina. And so my parents are still here, a lot of my family is still here, and we knew we eventually wanted to move back. So opportunity opened up for a job for my husband, so we kind of just decided to make the move this summer, and we have been down here for like a month or two now, and I've been loving it. I love being back home. I love seeing familiar faces. I do miss Charlotte a lot, but I'm just thankful for where we're at now. I feel like life just feels a lot more purposeful down here. I don't really know how to explain it. I just feel like I have more of a sense of community. Not that I didn't necessarily have that in Charlotte, but I just felt like I put a lot of my community focus, like feeling a part of something, in my work, my job, and I don't know, we just didn't feel like we were really plugged in anywhere. But down here we like are really active in our church, and yeah, just I don't know, it just feels more like home. So we're loving it. To answer your question, I just set my concealer with the One Size Beauty powder. So that's just kind of what I've been setting my concealer with lately, versus the Laura Mercier. I was using that for a while, but I've been using the One Size and I like it. Okay, next question. Okay, looking through these, I got a lot of questions about, are you working? What career are you gonna pursue? Are you thinking about getting another job? Are you just gonna stick to YouTube and content creating? Yeah, lots of questions about that. So I'll just go ahead and address all of those. So to answer your question as far as, am I gonna do YouTube full time? No, I do not make nearly enough to do content creating and YouTube as a full-time job. I will say I've grown a lot as far as revenue and content creating, so that's been amazing. It's been great to kind of have as like a part-time income, because if you've been watching the channel, you know that I quit my job back in May and I have not gotten a new job yet. So that also answers another question. No, I have not gotten a new job yet, but I've been just doing content creating and stuff like this summer, just kind of enjoying that because I really do enjoy it. Yes, it is some form of income, but it's not something where I feel like I'm really working, just because I enjoy it so much and I love it so much. It's just been nice to kind of work on my own schedule, and I have been helping some brands do like their social media and stuff this summer. So yeah, I've been kind of all over the map with work this summer. Lots of kind of like side gigs, part-time stuff. So nothing full-time yet, but I am hoping to start that venture soon of getting back into full-time work, and I will keep you guys updated as far as what I do with that, because it is something I kind of miss. I miss kind of having that structured job to go to every single day, and even if I end up getting something where I'm like working from home or whatever, at least I'll kind of have a full-time like normal income versus like where content creating is kind of all over the place and sporadic, and you never know like where your next paycheck's coming from. I mean, you do in a sense, because I'm constantly like working on different campaigns, so I like know I'm getting paid, but it's always like different amounts depending on the brand and what I'm doing for them and things like that. So yeah, I definitely want to get a job. I'm probably going to do something with marketing, just because that was my minor in college. And if you were following the videos back when I was in college, I did a lot of sports reporting, and I feel like that's just not really me anymore. I loved it at the time, but I feel like I don't know, it's just not something I'm like passionate about anymore. Because Zach is a coach, I can kind of get my dose of sports through his job. So I'm hoping I'll go more of a creative route and do marketing, maybe just for one brand, maybe a full-time marketing agency. I don't know yet, but I will keep you guys in the loop. Okay, I just set my face with the One Size powder, and you saw I did blush. I used the Merit Beauty blush and the Fenty Beauty contour stick. I've been using that for a while, so nothing really different there. But okay, are y'all ever planning on moving out of SC? If so, what city? Since we just moved here, we're not really thinking about leaving anytime soon. We've talked about the fact that it's just so nice to be near family, especially because you know, in the next like year or so, we're hoping to like start a family and all of that. So it's just nice to have a support system like around you, so that, because that's just like a big life change having a child. And oh my gosh, I got a little crazy with the blush. And we kind of want to be just like settled in one place to have a child. So not saying we're trying to get pregnant right now, because that's definitely a question on here, is kids. Everyone wants to know when we're planning on having kids, like in the next year, whatever. So that's gonna probably just answer another question. We're not planning on having kids anytime soon. Like, it's not like we're trying right now, but we're hopeful for, you know, in the next year or two that will be in the cards for us. So it's kind of one of those things where I'm leaving it up to God. I mean, right now I'm still on birth control, so it's not really gonna happen right now, and I'm trying to make sure that I feel secure and good about where I'm at with my MS before we think about, you know, having like the responsibility of bringing a child into the world. And I want to be fully healthy before I like get pregnant and have all of that happening. So yeah, not anytime soon. Like, it's not like we're trying right now, but we would love to have a kid in the next year or two. Okay, let me get back to the original question, because I didn't answer it really. As of now, no, we're not planning on leaving, but we have thought about, you know, like, I want Zach to continue to really grow in his career. I think that he can do that significantly at where he is at now. I think he just started this shop, so he still has a lot of room to grow, but there's also a lot of really amazing opportunities in other states. So I could totally see us living somewhere in like Texas, because they have huge high schools. I could also see us living somewhere in like Nashville. There's actually a really cool high school. One of the companies that like builds weight rooms and has all the weight supplies and all of that, like a big supplier for that type of thing, built an amazing high school weight room in Nashville. And I'm like, oh my gosh, we need to move to Nashville. Like, I want you to work there, because it just seems like the coolest facility. But, you know, so we'd love to live somewhere like that, you know, in the future or whatever. But it's one of those things where who knows what the future holds. God can change your plans in a matter of days, months, seconds even. So we're not really like planning anything as far as leaving and going somewhere else as of now. But right now it's looking like we're just gonna stay here. But again, you never know where God's gonna take us. I mean, I had literally no idea this time last year that we would be living in Columbia. I definitely thought we'd still be in Charlotte for a couple more years, but you know, look at us now. So speaking of moving, someone asked, moving to Charlotte in the spring, what areas do you recommend for an apartment? I would recommend, depending on what like phase of life you're in, young single lifestyle, totally recommend South End or Loso. Loso is like really developing now, and they're building a ton of new apartments, so you know, you could be like the first one to live there, and it would be nice to have like a brand new apartment that no one's lived in. So I would check out Loso. And then if you want to be within walking distance of a lot of coffee shops and shopping and bars and breweries, I would live in South End. There's like a ton of like apartments in that area, so I would check out South End. But if you're looking to be a little bit more like outside of the hustle and bustle of Charlotte, like where Zach and I lived, I would look into Ballantyne. I love the Ballantyne area personally. And they have a lot of really nice apartments there too. The first apartment we lived in was called the Sawyer at Providence Farm, and I could not recommend that place enough. It's like the nicest place. It is pretty pricey. It's a gated community, and it's just like, I don't know, it's just like a really nice apartment. So I loved that apartment. Like living there was just really nice. And it's around a ton of stuff, like walking distance as well, from like a Starbucks, Chick-fil-A, Ulta, Whole Foods. So it's a really great area. So if you're not wanting to be in kind of the hustle and bustle of like the bar scene and all of that, I would look into the Ballantyne area. I got so many repeat questions about the job thing. Okay, this is a good one. Plans for more filler, or are you gonna stop? So as far as filler and Botox and stuff, I feel like I might take a little bit of a break from the Botox. I mean, I literally just got it, so I don't really need it for another couple of months anyway, but I might just try and push it out a little bit longer than I did originally. Just because I don't want to like become reliant on that kind of stuff. Like, I don't know how to explain it. Like, I don't want to feel like, oh my gosh, I have to get it like when it's time for me to get it, you know what I mean? Like, I want to still be able to be happy and secure with how I naturally look, and just get it knowing that I'm getting it to prevent wrinkles in the future, not because I want it to change how I look currently. So for Botox, I would say I'm gonna probably take a break. But as far as filler, I can't tell you enough how much of a like confidence boost I got from getting the chin filler and lip filler. I look back at old videos and photos, and I'm like, oh my gosh, like I look so different, but like in a good way, you know, like I think I look more mature now. I feel more confident, and I don't think there's anything wrong with doing a little bit to enhance your like already natural beauty, you know what I mean? Like, I don't think there's really anything wrong with that. If you're doing a bunch of craziness and like completely changing how you look, which again, to each their own, you know, that's like totally up to you. But for me, I think, you know, I'm not gonna get any crazy filler. Like, I don't think I'll get like cheek filler or anything like that. The only filler I would keep getting would be my chin and my lips. The only thing that makes me nervous about filler is the fact that it migrates. So I know if I keep getting my lips done, I'll have to get them dissolved at one point. I heard that's really painful. And then as far as my chin, like, I don't want my chin to be too crazy. Like, I think it's a good amount right now. It definitely looks more, it gives me like the face shape that I like. So I feel like I need to keep up with it, or else my chin's gonna be like super flat again. Because if you go back and look at old videos, you can see the difference. But yeah, so I'll probably keep getting the lip filler, chin filler, but I'm not gonna like get anything else crazy done to my face or body, just because I don't really feel like there's anything else I would want or anything else I'd want to change. But yeah, okay, this person asked pregnancy prevention methods. I don't know if they're asking like what I would recommend or like what we're doing, but like I said earlier, I am still on birth control, so that's how we're preventing pregnancy. I do not like being on birth control. I think it's just totally messed me up because I've been on it for almost 10 years now, I guess. So I am not loving that aspect and I really want to get off. I'm hoping, I mean, my goal is to get off of it by the end of this year. I would have gotten off of it by now, but with my treatment plan and stuff and like trying to figure out the MS stuff, I didn't want there to be too much crazy change with my body. Like I didn't want to all of a sudden be off birth control and then also starting a treatment. So yeah, I don't know. There's just been like so much crazy stuff going on with my MS things that I just like haven't even thought about when or how I'm gonna get off or whatever. But my goal has always been to get off by the end of this year. That's why I was saying, like, in my mind, I'm gonna get off birth control when I feel like we're comfortable with having a child. Not meaning that we're trying for a child, but just like if it happens, it happens. So obviously at that point when I get off, you know, if we need to use other birth control methods, we will. But right now I'm just on birth control and I'm on the pill. I've been on the pill for, like I said, like almost 10 years now, which is why I want to get off. Okay, highs and lows of the week or year. Okay, I'll do of the year because the week literally just started when I'm filming this, but of the year, highs would be moving, and that whole transition of life has been just really exciting for us. Then a low of the year would probably be, it's crazy because like the high and the low of this year has happened in the same time frame, like in the summer, but I would say probably low would be the anxiety and depression stage that I went through this summer. I feel like I always deal with, like, I was literally just talking to Bianca about this today. We were texting and I was like, I am so ready for fall and winter because I feel like I always go through this like stage of anxiety and depression in the summer, and I don't know why. Like, it's happened the past couple summers and I just get super down and just so anxious, and I go through this whole phase. And of course then because I have MS, like it triggers symptoms and all of that, and so it, like, this summer was just so rough for me, but it's also so exciting because we were moving and starting this whole new chapter of our lives. So yeah, I don't know, those are like some highs and lows, but I'm excited for fall. I'm just ready for a new season. I feel like I need a new page to turn. Also, I just did my brows with this e.l.f. brush and I'm loving it. I showed it in a vlog recently and I didn't like tell you guys what I thought about it, but I love it. It's like so nice to like put the product on your brows and then just flip it over and brush it through. So I'm liking that brush a lot, and I'm still using the Got2b glue gel for my brows because it holds them in place. I think I'm gonna go back and get my brows laminated again. I wasn't doing it this summer because I don't know, I just feel like I was like obviously in the stage of moving and everything, so I just like didn't have a consistent routine to like get them done. And two, I felt like I was like at the lake and the pool and the beach, and like I don't know, I didn't want to be getting them wet all the time, and then it just completely ruins, you know, the lamination. So I think I'm gonna go back and get them laminated again and like dyed because I miss how that looks. Okay, let me do my eyeliner off camera because I cannot do. Okay, I did the wings kind of crazy today, whoops. Okay, a lot of people want to know how my diet is going, my like anti-inflammatory diet, and someone literally said I haven't seen you talk about it again. I mean, I'm not gonna sit down in every video and like give you an update on my diet. I don't know, I just don't really feel like that's what my channel is about. So but if you follow me on YouTube or Instagram, on my stories I post what I'm making for the anti-inflammatory diet all the time. And then I'm also posting on YouTube my food all the time. I'm literally filming a what I eat in a day today, so that'll be up today too, but or not up today, but up this week. So maybe that'll give you a better idea of what I'm eating, but I feel like I post about it a lot. So anyway, but as far as the diet, it's going good. I feel like it's not as hard as I thought it was gonna be. I was so worried that it was gonna be like so difficult and I wasn't gonna be able to stick to it, but I am so glad that I'm doing it because one, I think it is helping me feel better. It's giving me like less brain fog and I feel like less tired. I have more energy when I wake up in the mornings. Like for a while there I was like really dragging, and yeah, it was just like not a fun spot to be in. But I feel like I have a lot more energy now and I just feel healthier, I feel lighter, I feel better. Like I just feel better. Like I don't know how else to explain it. So yeah, it's going really well, and like I said, it hasn't been as hard or challenging as I thought it would be. The thing that I think is gonna get me, because this is happening at the end of the month, the pumpkin cream cold brew is coming out. And you guys know how much I freaking love the pumpkin cream cold brew. Like, I could drink that 5 times a day. I'm obsessed with it. And obviously it has dairy in it, so I can't have it this fall and I wanna cry. So if you have ideas of how I can get my pumpkin cream cold brew fixed without the dairy, let me know, because I will literally probably cry if I can't have it all fall. So yeah, but the diet's going great. I'm really, like I said, enjoying how it's making me feel. And you know, even if I feel like it's not keeping my symptoms at bay and I do decide to do treatment, which is still, you know, not out of the cards for me, I definitely feel like I will need to start treatment eventually. But whenever and if that day comes, I'll probably still keep eating like this because it makes me feel so good. Okay, somebody asked my favorite Bible verse, and my favorite Bible verse is Psalm 73:26, which is, my flesh and my heart may fail, but God is the strength of my heart and my portion forever. I don't know, I just have always really resonated with that verse. It's been like my favorite Bible verse since I was little, and I think it's just so true. Like, God is my strength, He is my portion, He is all I need. And I'm gonna fail daily, but I have Him to fall back on. I have Him as my strength, and He's all I need, you know? So, I don't know. That's my favorite verse. Okay, I'm about to do my lips, and I keep getting questions about what I'm wearing. So, I'm letting you guys know in this video what I'm wearing. This is and I need a new one soon because it's getting tiny, but it's the KKW Nude 2 liner, and I've been using this for a while. I love it. And then I switched between glosses, but lately I've been doing the Lifter Gloss by Maybelline, and this is in the color Stone, I believe. Yeah, Stone. And I just do not feel the need to splurge on lip glosses. I don't think that it makes that big of a difference. Like, I don't know. And I think the Lifter glosses are like $9, and I think they work great. So yeah, KKW Nude 2, and then the Lifter Gloss. So yeah, that's the lip combo. It's crazy. I really need a self tan so bad. I think I'm gonna self tan tonight. Right. Last of the questions. Well, let's set my makeup up. Favorite workouts. If you know me, you know I go to Orange Theory, and that is all. I do not do any other workouts really. I love to go on walks with Bentley, but that's about it. I just don't like to work out by myself or on my own. I mean, I'll go work out in our gym every now and then if I really feel like it, but most of the time I just go to Orange Theory and go on walks. And then somebody asked my brand deals and like the brands that I work with, and normally I just let them reach out to me. It's very rare that I pitch myself to a brand unless like I really want like PR from them or something. I don't really like to. This is a hard question to answer because I think it can definitely be worth it to reach out to brands, because some brands will not notice you unless you reach out to them. But for me personally, I don't like to reach out to a lot of brands just because I don't feel like the partnership is as authentic whenever it's me reaching out to them. I feel like if they reach out to me, then it's like they definitely really want to work with me, versus I feel like if I reach out to a brand, they're less likely to want to work with me because like they didn't seek me out first. You know what I mean? I don't know if that makes any sense, but yeah, so 99% of the time, any brands that I'm working with have reached out to me. And I also really like to form partnerships with brands versus just like a one-time collaboration. So I feel like that's why I don't do as many collabs, because again, it's not my full-time job, so it's not like I'm like I have to take on like all this stuff because it means more money. I do it because I enjoy it. I tell you how many brands I turn down. Like, I'll be honest, I probably get like 10 to 15 emails a day from different brands, and you know, some of them aren't like that relevant, but some of them are, and like I just might not necessarily resonate with them, and I might not like their product, or I might not like what they're asking me to do. You know, so it's just stuff like that where I have to weigh the pros and cons, and like if I actually really like the brand, I will work with them. If I don't, I won't. And sometimes I've tried the brand before and I get excited because they've reached out to me, and like it's like I'm already using the brand and it just makes it that much more authentic. But then other times I haven't used the brand, I haven't tried them, like Cuts. I never owned anything from Cuts before, but I loved their brand mission. I loved their approach when they reached out to me. I loved like the quality of their stuff. And I love that in the beginning there was no pressure to post. Like they were like, we literally just want you to try our product, see how you like it. And obviously I love cuts. I'm literally wearing a t-shirt of theirs right now. It's like I live in their clothes now. So that's another thing. It's just nice to have these authentic partnerships with brands that I can just continue to work with them versus like, oh, we're just gonna do this one-time partnership. And then for you guys, it just doesn't seem authentic because you're like, oh, she literally only used this once for a brand deal and then she's never used it again. She obviously doesn't like it. So yeah, I don't know how to explain that. I also feel like it can get repetitive for you guys. Like you're probably like, girl, we get it, you like cuts, like, but I just like to talk about the brands that I like. So if I'm using them and I'm talking about them all the time, you guys should trust me and just buy something for them because it's that good. Like I'm not just posting about it for like clout and like trying to give the brand more recognition than I already am. Like I just literally love the brand and I want to talk about it on my platforms because I want you guys to hear about the best of the best. So anyway, that's that. Those are all the questions I'm going to answer. There was a couple more, but I feel like this video is already getting kind of long. So if you have any other questions for me, DM me. I'm always responding to you guys. So feel free to message me on Instagram. And if you don't follow me on Instagram already and you want to participate in these Q&As going forward, definitely follow me over there. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this. I hope you enjoyed the get ready with me vibe versus me just sitting here answering questions. I felt like it was more entertaining. And if you want to check out any of the products that I use, this is literally like my daily look. So if you want to check out any of the products, they'll be linked down below. And yeah, that's gonna be all. Definitely stick around. I've got a ton of fun content coming, vlogs coming, all that, so you don't want to miss it. And I love you all so much. I hope you're all having an amazing day, and I will see you in my next video.